Cool. Everyone, welcome back. This has been 7 months of Hellblazer Biz off air, but I'm back, and I'm back with a vengeance with Jeff Kaplan, who is an esteemed actor and also a photographer as well, but obviously known for being Cruz, I think, for most people at the moment, who one of the bad boys in Cobra Kai. So thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming on again.
Thank you for having me. We'll get our little one-on-one time finally.
We do. I say you have been a guest before, but obviously that was part of the Cobra Kai ensemble, I think. that was a fantastic chat, though, to be fair. I didn't have to do much work. I just sat back and just let everyone just chat.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was great. So obviously you're here. We've been in touch since for about a year or so now, I think, with Cobra Kai, being Cruz, one of the bad boys throughout the various seasons of there. And obviously following your work as well. I know you do a lot of photography, and you've done a filmmaker as well, which we're going to talk about. So yeah, but I'll get the Cobra Kai stuff out of the way first of all. that's
right.
Being on Cobra, now we've got the one-to-one. I mean, obviously we had the last one with lots of people on there, but and we kind of touched on it, but how was it being part of Cobra Kai and seeing the show just like explode?
Well, it's been an amazing journey from start to now. Every day is another bit more exciting because every day something new pops up and more news, more excitement all the time. There's lots of stuff going on. From the start, being casted in the Karate Kid franchise was an absolute dream come true. When I was a kid, I grew up watching Karate Kid, so thinking about it then, that one day I'd get to fight the Karate Kid and get slapped around by Johnny, that it would be an unbelievable thing to hear then, and it was when I got casted as well. So being on set and working with everybody from Robbie to Trey to Daniel-san, Johnny, everybody is just a really great person, and we all have a lot of fun together on set. Everybody's very friendly, and it's a very surreal thing to be on set and just sitting there getting ready to do your scene, and you're sitting there, especially for season 3 for me, was when I'm sitting there with Trey, Daniel, and Johnny, and we're sitting there just waiting and talking.
Yeah.
Waiting to get ready to go on set, and I'm like, this is really happening. Wow. It's amazing. And when it went to Netflix, that was it was already just a big thing, being so many viewers on YouTube, and but still, even then, I would tell people about it, and a lot of people just didn't know. They weren't seeing the YouTube videos, so it didn't strike everybody yet until that very day when it went onto Netflix, and all of a sudden everybody knew, and I mean, like, everybody I told before, all of a sudden, like, hey man, you're on Netflix. I was like, yeah man, I've been in this show for like the past 2 years. I tried to tell you. And they just need Netflix to really understand, and it really did wonders. And my favorite time was waking up at 3 a.m. our time on New Year's Eve and seeing season 3 air, and me just laughing my tail off at the scene that we did in the prison. I mean, because so often I don't get to, well, actually not often, always so far on the show, I didn't get to see anything until it was edited and released. So I'm just wondering, like, I don't even know, how's it gonna look? Is it gonna be funny? Did I deliver well? All these different feelings going through, and when I saw that scene, I just died laughing. I thought it couldn't have been any better.
How hard did he hit?
Well, he did slap me across the face in one take. He did get a good solid hit in accidentally.
Yeah,
but
sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
It was really good. it was a good solid hit, but I'm a pretty tough actor, and when I'm acting, if it happens, if it feels right, don't break character. So I kept going, and the take, I don't know if they used that exact take, but that take to me felt the best. And we just ran through the end, and then when the scene called cut, he just was so apologetic. He was just like, "Please, I'm so sorry that happened." I'm like, "Don't worry about it, man. That was awesome."
And not many people can say, I mean, real slapped really hard by Johnny Lawrence.
He's still just a punk, but.
And Cruz, I mean, the character of Cruz as well. It's like even that's taken off. He got a really big following from being Cruz as well. It's just like I say, the bad boy in Cobra Kai gets.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, I do get to say I'm one of the two bad boys because we're not anything else in the show other than the bad boys. Yeah, there's no like redeeming value yet, or so you just don't know what would. As of right now, they said let's just throw them in jail, let's throw them in prison because they are bad, and we have been up to no good the entire time. So it is a lot of fun, even though they didn't even say our character name in the show. Everybody around the world knows who Trey and Crew is, and Trey and Cruz, and what's really funny is a lot of times because my appearance changes often in my real life and in my characters because I'm always playing a bunch of different characters. Right now, I do not look like Cruz in Cobra Kai. So often I'll be sitting there with people that I've known for a little bit, and then I'll be casually saying something about Cobra Kai, and then they're like, "Wait, what did you just say about Cobra Kai?" I was like, "Yeah, Cobra Kai." And he's like, "What? You did something with Cobra Kai?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played Cruz," and they're like, "What?" They're like, "Wait, hold on. I'm a huge fan of Cobra Kai. Wait, oh my God, it is you." And so I'm like, I'll tell people, I'll be like, "Watch this. This is my favorite part when they transition from Jeff Kaplan to knowing, wait a minute, you're actually Cruz." Wow. So it's been a lot of fun, and then the video. That was a huge plus for Cruz to make it into the video game, and not only just in the video game, but basically like a boss. He was like a tough guy you had to beat. That's a boss. I'm a boss in a video. What? That's incredible.
That's pretty cool. You guys say when you do that, and then you say you do have the a video.
I'm not a video game guy myself, so I actually have not played the game yet, but I have seen it all in action. I just haven't been around a console yet, and either somebody had it or asked them. I keep forgetting, so I gotta remember. Maybe I'm just gonna have to buy me a whole console just to play this game and show people when they come over.
I keep trying to get it from my lad. I'm trying to use it. Keep trying to buy it and just say my son. He's trying to get him. You'll love it. Let's just get this one. Cobra Kai. Because he's to get that. So I haven't played it yet either, so I need to get hold of it.
And the show has just done really great with we've been nominated for Emmys. I think each year now.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. It really is.
At least the past two. I mean, that's just to be nominated. That is such an honor, and to go up against shows like Ted Lasso, which is just a brilliant show. To be compared to your favorite shows and know that you're in one of those that show being compared to it, that is just mind-boggling.
I can imagine. It's a phenomenon. I think it just reaches so many people. So many different levels. For me, because obviously I grew up the same with Karate Kid. I was born in '75, so it kind of that was one of my young things. I aspired to be Danny LaRusso when I was younger. I took up Taekwondo throughout that time because I'd seen him doing it, and I was thinking I was getting picked on in school. So I was thinking if he can do it, so can I. And I think
that's
it's
great.
Funny how many people have actually learned from it.
Everybody knows the crane kick, and I know that there was a huge everybody started joining karate when Karate Kid came around. Miyagi and the crane kick and Daniel-san. Everybody knows that. around the world, and it's in like so many cultural references and movies and board games and all sorts of stuff. It's just it's so huge, and I'm just honored and blessed to be a part of it. And beyond just the to be a part of the franchise itself, and to be amongst the likes of Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, but to be a part of the creators of Cobra Kai, from John, Josh, and Haydn. These guys are true rock stars in their field. Like, everything they do has been just so much fun, and and they're just great people too. From the way that they handle themselves on set, to the way that they handle themselves on social media, where they connect with the fans and just everybody. It's you don't get that from a lot of people, and I would say that is such a big honor to be involved with them alone, and me being a guy who has always specialized more into the comedy side. I feel like being involved with them is a very great place as well. They're, if they're not recognized right now for all that they've done, they are now to be and soon to be like mega powerhouses in the industry. They're creating so many great big like from Zolo, who's now going to be the Blue Beetle, from Tanner going to He's All Fat. It's funny. It's like when I saw that, I was like, I saw He's All That, and I was like, he kind of went from Cruz to Tanner to Robbie, like in the show, because he went from the long hair to that, and then in my personal life, about the same time too, I did my He's All That change up with my haircut, and I was like, all right, let's go side by side, Robbie. Let's see who's got it. It was cool to see him also bring the martial arts into that movie as well. It helped a lot. It sounds like maybe you haven't seen He's All That yet.
I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't.
Hey, it might not be your cup of tea, so I don't put it past you. I kind of had nostalgia on it because I grew up watching She's All That, and yeah,
I've not seen it come across yet, so I'll have to keep an eye out for it. To be fair,
but I'm really looking forward to not only what is going to be happening with Cobra Kai, but to see where the three kings, John, Josh, and Haydn, are going to go, and what they're going to do next, because I know there's already a lot in the works. And I remember being on set for season 3 and them talking about their writing the Plan B that went on the movie Plan B that they put on Hulu, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, that was a really great, fun show that was very relatable to a lot of young girls in high school, and it's just classic those guys. It just, and it's fun that they can write something that can also be relatable to the girls community, and just and I grew up on Harold and Kumar was huge when I was in high school, and I mean, all of those movies, Hot Tub Time Machine, American Reunion. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Those three, they are so talented. They really are. They're very creative people to have brought this out, and obviously, it helps with actors like yourself actually being a part of the show to actually act what they've written as well, which is great. But they are, everyone I've spoken to from Cobra Kai just raves on about the big three, about how that vision that they have, and it's paid off. Looking at multiple seasons now for Cobra Kai, so it's absolutely fantastic.
I think that what they got going together is a great thing. It's like to have three people is a great tripod. Together they can really balance so much.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can see kind of in their personalities what they bring to the table, and it's like it's just a fun dynamic. Because I remember meeting them on day one and trying to figure out who's who on set. Like, I mean, I had some ideas, but it was like kind of so much going on that I'm learning as I'm going, and like even but they were just so friendly. And then afterwards, I'd be like, wait a minute, oh my God, that was him. I'm like, wow, these people, just some real dudes, just awesome people. And from day one to today, great people. And I don't see that changing.
No, that's fantastic. It's great. I think that's part of what makes the show so successful is the fact that there is, such a cohesion and such a camaraderie, not just between the cast, because you guys have got a massive, great camaraderie between you all. There's so much banter going on everywhere and some mutual support, but from the very top. And I think that's what makes such a great show like that is from the very, very top. It's just a family. It seems to a very, very talented, just a very talented family is pushed down from the top. Ethos has been pushed down from the top, but everyone is part of that and feels that, and that's what comes across in the show so much, is the fact that everyone has that shared passion, from whether you're in front of the camera like yourselves, behind the camera like the big three, or the cameramen, or the runners, the producers, the directors, the makeup, everyone just seems to have that. It comes to when the show's got that, when everyone seems to come together like that. It's good.
Yeah, and it's such a huge cast too, and it just keeps getting bigger. I was curious, Chris. Do you have any hopes or theories on where you might see Trey and Cruz going in the future?
I'm thinking, I don't know, where they might have broken out of prison somehow.
A breakout, that'd be fun.
Prison break, yeah.
Yeah, prison break. Trey and Cruz, prison break.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, you got some revenge.
Great series.
You've got a bit of revenge, haven't you? So you've got to come out and maybe do some of that. I don't know. There's either that bit where you can either come out and do the revenge, or you could come out and just be a comedy duo, and just just the mad capers of Cruz and Trey.
Yeah, I would love to see Trey and Cruz even get more comical. Like, to me, I came in actually now where I'm like used to being like a Jim Carrey big. My face is very expressive. So I'm coming into this show and they're like, and I know Karate Kid. So I'm like, that ain't a comedy. And then they're like, the comedy, Cobra Kai. And I'm like, the comedy? And then they're like, well, it's a drama and a comedy. I'm like, okay, so somewhere in between. And I'm like, don't steal the show. How do I play bad boy and still be somewhat fun and comedic? So I feel like I was in this middle zone where they wrote for us to be funny no matter what. So I just never did it like over the top. Like, I was trying to be more like realistic and like sly. Yeah. And but I'd love to see him cutting up more and being the comedic relief, like like Stingray got to just be full comedy, and that was pretty cool. I'm like, when I saw him, I was like, oh, that looked like fun, just straight up fun, but I love getting the chance to balance it out, but I might be able to shine even more if you let me let loose all the way.
Exactly.
But I gotta save some room for Robbie to, I gotta give him some camera time. I don't want to steal from his shine. All of a sudden it'll be like, I don't want them to shift and call me the Karate Kid next.
Yeah, really. I'm sure. But no, it'd be good. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him break out. The breakout prison will get released and just go on some sort of free Trey and Cruz. Yeah.
We make some like T-shirts.
Yeah, they did that for a soap opera around here. Well, it must be about 20 years now. There's one of the characters actually ended up in prison, and people were walking around the streets protesting, saying "Free Deirdre, free Deirdre." And they had T-shirts and everything made. It was a really major thing. She was quite a popular character.
Sounds like a great idea for Trey and Cruz.
Yeah.
Let's get them out. We'll see what happens. We got 2 seasons ahead of us coming now, and we'll see what happens. And hopefully we keep getting greenlit for more. I think I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot more seasons, because I've heard many things about, working towards an end game, a final season, and we have heard no talks about that. So yeah. I think we're going to hear at least 2 more seasons. At least
2, 3. I hope so, because there's just so much stories to tell with it. You can easily carry those stories on.
And they keep expanding the cast and the more stories. Yeah. There's still so much nostalgia to bring back. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, who's Crease called?
Who knows? And everybody likes to keep it really secretive. So not only is the fan base surprised and excited, the cast and the crew is too. I mean, because we got to keep those secrets. Like Allie coming back.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know matter of fact until I saw her on the screen. That was, I mean, it was kind of, I mean, by the cell phone at the end of what, season 2? Or
yeah,
was it
into season 2.
When he threw the phone into the sand, you can't do that and not bring her back. That'd have been a whole plot, a whole plot, you know. But you know, I was kind of surprised that they gave us the Terry Silver trailer. I was kind of just hoping to see him, surprise, but I guess it gives them time to teach new fans who Terry Silver is if they never made it to Karate Kid 3.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who know who Karate Kid is.
But they never made it, and they have followed on with the sequels.
Like, wait, he was a Cobra too? You know, just don't know that Daniel was a Cobra for a minute, you know? It's shocking to some people.
Yeah, especially with the arguments he had.
Love to get so tricky, the big 3. They love to get tricky, like in the flashback scenes in season 3 when they got that one guy with the black ponytail, and you just like that must be Terry Silver, but that's not Terry Silver, and that guy dies. You're just like, what? It's just like, you know, do they even let ponytails in the military? So they're really messing with people. I love it.
Yeah, it was good. That was a really good episode as well. It was really sort of a great storyline because it gave Kreese that background, and you can sort of see where his hardened attitude and maybe twisted look at how to basically more survival instinct, isn't it? You know, that's just where that came from.
Yeah, see, and I'd say like where I see like Trey and Cruz, I'd like to see them come back, and they could be really, really bad. But in this way, there's like they could go either way in this. I think because you know the show is very much about redemption and that showing where people can come from and how you know good can be led to bad, but it doesn't always mean that there's bad fully. And there's ways of redemption and moving to good and looking up for past and. I don't know, you know. So that seems to be a major theme in the show. So anything's possible.
Yeah,
let's try and
maybe they join Eagle Fan Karate.
Yeah, to get me a jacket with Team Eagle Fang on it. That's thing makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's just does another one. Let's say this clever writers are so hilarious. Eagle Fangs like
I couldn't stop laughing. I think the show progressively gets funnier. You know,
it does, yeah.
Season 3 was hilarious. Me and my whole family watched it on the first day of January, and we watched the whole thing, and we just died laughing nonstop. It was a riot.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's perfect timing on a lot of things as well. And say you got William Zabka. I just think that guy's so. I've been Team Johnny all the way because I just think he is just so brilliant in this role. Everyone is, but him particularly, he just again he's like with Cruz, you've got the comedy and the drama side. So's he, and when he brings that out, and it's just some of the one-liners, and obviously you know the growing old and the web and the internet and stuff. It just makes me. I work in IT, so when I see I all day, so seeing all that just makes me laugh my head off. When
they're definitely I don't even know how to use the internet. I still to this day always you say send it to the internet and give it a hash brown.
Yeah, exactly.
I always say that. And sometimes some people don't know, but then if they don't know what I'm talking about, I gotta show them. And but I would say my favorite dynamics in the show is between Johnny and Miguel. And because I developed such a tight relationship with Tanner on set, Robbie, I'm always rooting for that guy. he's like a new age Tom Cruise to me. I could see him just taking over, and he's just got. I'm rooting for him. I'm on his side. I'm on his team. He's so a lot of people don't like him and stuff on the show just because, well, hey, that's how it's supposed to be. He's supposed to write, but as well, you're supposed to find some sympathy in that. That, this kid is a product of his upbringing, and he wants good, so he's trying, but he's still been raised by the reclusive Johnny and his mother, and they both. He's been trying to raise himself by himself, but he's been doing a pretty good job, guys. Give him a break. It's tough, especially when you got LaRusso's daughter messing with his head, too.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's crazy.
I think I could see him and Tori getting together or something. Or Cruz and Tori. Hey, what's up, Tori?
She'd kick Cruz's ass.
Who doesn't? My folks are like, wait, who hasn't kicked her butt yet? All right, Kreese still needs to. Tori. Let's see, the whole Cobra Kai gang. That'd be funny to just see them all circle us.
Exactly.
You could all right, bring it. And then I try and run.
Exactly. That's one of the things you could be breaking out, trying to get your revenge, and then everyone just piles on. God, brilliant. But it's not just Cobra Kai, is it? I mean, you have done other work as well recently. You've done a couple of film shorts as well, which you've acted in. So Left Side of Memory and Spark, I believe, are two of the latest ones that you've done.
Two of the latest ones that are making their rounds into the film festival market right now. Those were directed and written by other people, and I was casted in. And they had been friends for a long time, and production team we'd work on as well. And then there's also the 48-hour film competition.
Yeah, I was going to get onto that one.
Times every year there's a couple that pop up, and we do those each time they come around, and they're just so much fun. We have 48 hours exactly to write, direct, shoot, edit, and compose music for, and export and upload in 48 hours total, with small criteria we have to put in. They'll tell us on Friday night at 7 p.m. our genre, a prop, a character name, and profession, and one sentence we have to use in it. So that makes sure that we all do it on the spot. Yeah. So sometimes it gets a little more thrown together. Sometimes it's really fully polished, and it's just a quite an experience, such a great challenge, because sometimes you can just overthink and spend forever just coming up with the concept and never getting to actually shoot it. But we take weekend, and all of a sudden we're done, and we're like, whoa, they're in the books, and it's good. And if we wanted to tweak it afterwards, we could tweak it a little bit when we upload it. But one of the other, in the last one that we did, well, actually last weekend we just did another one. That one was written and directed and edited and starring me. So this one,
program, was it called? Was that right?
Getting with the Program. And that will actually air tomorrow for the festival screening online. There is an Eventbrite ticket for only $6 to watch the 20 films competing. And each ticket that's purchased, everybody gets one vote for their audience favorite. And so that will be, I posted on my page, on my Facebook page, and I'll clarify it on the Instagram as well, but that's like Jeff Kaplan from Atlanta on Facebook. I will be posting that, but it is Eventbrite.com, and then it's the Savannah 48-hour film screening tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And so, every vote really helps for the audience award. They still do the judges, and they give out awards. So I think it's the I think the 6th of October or something like that. They're going to do an award ceremony. So the last one we actually did, which was for Atlanta. Now, mind you, this is like the biggest film competition all around the world. Yeah. So it's in each city. Our city alone had like Atlanta had hundreds of teams. And so out of that, we were nominated for Best Picture. And I took home Best Actor.
Hey, well, nice. Congratulations.
Yes. It was my first Best Actor award. That is quite a huge honor, and I feel so proud about that, and I'm like really looking forward to continuing that focus, and hopefully this one, maybe I can take home another one like that. I don't know. That's pushing it. I got one. I'm happy. Maybe I get some more in the future. I'm just honored to have been to have that award and just get the opportunity to create with my friends and do the things we want to see done.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I remember seeing you rally and cry around for people to get that done. So that was fantastic effort.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, I couldn't be so much more thankful. That was just my birthday, and I was looking at it like, I don't know if maybe I should do it this year. I've got to put some funds in this way. I got to pay these bills. I got to do that. I don't know if I could pay this about $200 entry that. It's just a full-on investment with no financial return. It's all for it's just for clout or bragging rights or fun. It's strictly just here's the money. You'll never see a return. Maybe you do because it shows more work, then it builds your reel. But I said, you know what? Let me just see if people want to help out and want to see it. So I put a request for my birthday to see if somebody would put up about $200. Before I knew it, about $1,500 was there. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I just whimsically thought maybe somebody will help out, and so many people came together to help out, and I just I'm in awe. I mean, I'm so thankful, so honored, and I just appreciate it so much that these people were willing to do that. Thank you, everybody who helped out. I just can't believe it. We're going to be there was so much more than we had even thought would happen. So I found another film competition that happens just over 2 weeks from now. So I said, you know what? I'm going to divide it and do two. So out of that 1,500, I'm going to use that to help produce both projects. We're already done with one. Now the second half is getting ready for that next one. And this next one, actually, I have a full extra day. So I have 77 hours. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be able to. And I already have so much lined up, so much time to prepare. Mm-hmm. The last one was rushed. But this one, I have so much time to prepare. So it's going to be really big. I can't wait to show you both. But this next one, what we are bringing to the table, is unheard of. I'm so excited.
Brilliant. Sounds fantastic. It does sound really, really intriguing.
I mean, it's just crazy from what we're going to be providing with set design and props, costumes, and crew. Top of the line equipment, top of the line sets, and top of the line cast, crew, everybody. It's just, we had enough time to tell everybody. The last time, nearly nobody that I normally work with was available. Right. We had to it was people from all over that came to help out. Mm-hmm. Our regular crew was sorry, man, I'm busy, man. I need more time. I'm but this is all the time I got. So, please. And up until last day, it was up until the day before. So maybe Thursday, and it's supposed to happen on Friday. It was basically me and one or two other people. And then later on in that day, nonstop focus and dedication was able to bring together a team that really valiantly made it happen. And we made a very powerful piece that is different from what I would have normally created and put out. But it's a powerful message piece that I think a lot of people in this world will be able to relate to. And hopefully it can help people. That's the ultimate goal, to show that it's a helping piece.
Yeah, great message to put and great message to have in the film as well. So yeah.
Yeah, but I'll leave it at that, and you can see what it's all about when you watch it tomorrow night, Wednesday, the 27th, Wednesday 27th at 8 p.m. And then there's a Q&A at 10 p.m. Afterwards. So.
Oh, fantastic!
And it's all online, so you can do it from wherever you want, guys.
Exactly. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool. And my last question for you then, Jeff, it's actually nothing to do with anything that you've done. This is a signature question. I couldn't get to ask you last time because obviously there's so many people on the call, but this is one I do ask everyone. Even Ron Thomas, I think, got asked this one. If it's a character-based question, so if you could have a Muppet created after your character, what Muppet would it be and why?
It's Animal.
How did you say that?
It's obviously Animal. Come on. Cruise and Animal, they go hand in hand. Or who is it? Fozzie or Fonzie? Waka Waka Waka.
Fozzie Bear, yeah.
He's just hilarious. It couldn't be Cookie Monster because I don't really care about cookies. And Kermit, he's always up in everybody's tea. I don't do that. But it's obviously Monster.
Yeah. Animal versus Animal cross with Fuzzy.
Yeah, Animal, that's it. Yeah. I actually had an Animal hat for a little bit too. It was it was like a flat bill, but it was all designed with his head all over it.
Fantastic. And before I finish this off, anything you want to say to people who will be watching this?
Well, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching and just being, just communicating and being online and sharing all the creative arts. There's just so much talent out there surrounding Cobra Kai, and I'm just so thankful for everybody that reaches out and shows support. And it's just such a joy to be a part of something so large and to be a part of it with you. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please keep watching and root for Trey and Cruz. Put it out there in the universe. Free Trey and Cruz, and let's take it on to the next level, and hopefully we can get together and create like a Trey and Cruz spin-off series together.